Okay. So I don't think there are no that many of Easter eggs in the first game compared to the other ones. So I'm going through the phone guy's conversations just to find what we just just get through the first game as. Okay. Okay, so here's one question. The first game, night three, the phone guy tells you that if the animatronics pull up to your office, you should play dead. Like, just like baby, just try to pretend you're not, kind of alive, you're dead. But then he just goes like, scrap that idea. They can just stuff you into an exoskeleton. So, could that be somewhat somehow related to uh, from where baby learned to pretend?
Yeah, actually, the fact is that maybe William Afton. I mean, now the fact remains that there is some delusion that who had created baby. Is it William Afton or is it Henry? Because the fact means the fact that the novel lore is different from the novel canon is different from the one from the games can also imply that the means the baby is not possessed by the daughter of William Afton. It can be the daughter of Henry because we don't know the exact family tree of any of them.
But I guess Henry's daughter was killed by William, and then Henry's daughter possessed the puppet. So I'm
Yeah,
not.
but
Yep, yep. Yeah, go
we
ahead,
are
go ahead.
not fully sure of the about the family tree of anyone because just like it was mentioned in the novel, like Charlie is kind of grown up girl with a boyfriend and stuff. But here, the fact that Henry's daughter is pretty young, like age of 5, 6, or even 10 years old when she was killed. So many of the things are different from the lore, means from the novel lore and with the game lore. So there can be many possibilities, but
Yeah,
unless Scott puts some light on the delusions, there is not much to tell.
yeah. That's true. Like a lot of people are just like, oh, she's a girl. Oh, let's assume that's it's William Afton's daughter. Oh, there's another girl. Oh, so we have assumed one girl is William Afton's daughter. Let's assume the second girl is Henry's daughter. So without hard evidence, people just get to assumptions very quickly, and I just completely believe it's like it's Scott has put in those facts somewhere else. Like if there is a secret, there's a lol bit in one game. There is a fact backing it up in the next game, or at least in the series somewhere. So people don't just they just ignore the stuff that there is actually a fact that proves who that girl is, or at least might lead to a theory about who the girl is or who anyone is. But people just I don't know, just don't understand, don't get it. They just keep going for blind assumptions. This kind of makes it cringy. Like I don't want to call out smudgy right now, but his theory was good. His theory was great on the what do you call the uh, the gravestone ending. Let me pull the gravestone. At first he was like this should be grandma and grandpa, and I was like I don't think Scott will make it that cheesy to go that back far till the grandpa and grandmother and stuff. I first at first I was like it sounds so cringe right now. Like he even said that there's a crack on one
Yeah, yeah.
gravestone. But I don't know. I just think that those are the five victims of the.
There is a one theory which I also mentioned in his one of his streams, that in general the oldest of the family tree gets placed his grave at first. So means like his first theory about the grandpa means I liked some part of his theory by the fact that the oldest of the family tree gets his grave placed first, and then the rest of the family tree, means it's kind of a theory like. But the fact is that Gabriel and the other one, Jeremy's graves have cracks. Doesn't quite stand up to this point. So I'm not sure with that.
Yeah, yeah, that's just true. And at first, I thought like the last gravestone is hidden because the name might be pretty obvious. Because in the books we hear there's a Michael, a complete different Michael. I don't know the last name, but there's a complete different Michael who gets killed and who's the victim of the missing children's incident. And even the book describes that their parents read the names of the other four kids who they did not kind of were not familiar with that well as they were to Michael, their friend. So I think he tried to hide the last grave because of course it would be Michael if it was the five kids, and then it would just bring chaos, people thinking it's Michael Afton. But connecting to the book, I think those are the five victims of the first missing children's incident.
Okay, can you do one thing? Google the the good ending, the picture of the Fredbear with the four children. Like there was animation
Oh
in
yeah,
the movie.
FNAF 3, right?
No, not FNAF 3, it was FNAF 6, the good ending one. Means the real true ending one.
The
The at the
gravestone,
end
right?
of the completion there is a means a picture, means an animated picture with Freddy with four children. The one girl is hugging his leg, the lower torso one.
Okay, 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 okay. I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it.
It I don't think it will be available, but the fact, uh, but I according to me, I think those four children are the ones who were killed. Yes, I think so. Yeah, this one.
Right. I guess.
This was first spotted by one famous YouTuber, Roberski. I mean I can't pronounce his name.
Uh,
He was the first one who first decoded this, and it kind of struck in my head that this can be. And also, just notice the one on the extreme left. It kind of looks kind of creepy and something. I don't know it has any connection with the lore or something, or
yeah,
it may
but
be just part of the.
no, that's a pretty valid point that these might be the four kids that the whose grave we see because there's just one girl grave and there are just three, what do you call, grave of male children.
And also, I don't remember one point. Means I think there was a point mentioned in the novel about the arcade games, which is also mentioned in the animations also. I think the one at the back is the arcade games also
Yeah, yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
picture. There was a one line in the story that Charlie hit by Charlie smashed towards the arcade games, like four were there. I think they were.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I guess,
think
yeah.
this was kind of getting linked with the novel lore. I think so
Uh,
because this
might be.
is this is in plain it's arcade games, the arcade boxes which we call.
Yeah, these look perfectly arcadey. Like though I remember that
I,
description from the book,
I
which
think
she
this
was. Yeah,
I think this picture has much more valuable information than we are predicting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Might be, might be. There are other images also, right? But I don't think those make sense. Yeah, somebody did this thing that the FNAF 3 good ending, and they kind of overlapped it to the five graves, and I don't think it's perfectly in sync, but they were like, oh, it's kind of somewhere same in the position. So the five graves of the five kids were trapped inside those five animatronics, and the sixth one back behind. I don't know who that is. That's the only thing that doesn't fit in that theory.
Actually, there is one guy in this means in Science Appliance Discord channel in General Theories that his name is 9467 or something and number.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, he had mentioned a very interesting point about that the events of FNAF 6 can take place in year means 2023, and just after the Fazbear Frights gets burned in FNAF 3. It is a very interesting means point because because I don't remember if uh, like the Spring Money suits has its left arm sorry right arm chopped off. Can you Google one image of
Yeah. Just a second.
yeah,
Springtime from
Spring
FNAF
Money
3,
suit
right?
has its no FNAF 6
6. Okay.
because I think FNAF 3 Spring Money had both of his arms.
Wait. Let me. Nope. Just FNAF 6 Springtrap. I guess he has his left arm broken. No. Which one? You said right one, right?
He's right one. Yeah, he's right actually.
Wait, is this the correct image? Because I don't think it is the one that I pulled in.
This one is of the FNAF 6, but it doesn't show much of the arm.
Okay. Yeah. I saw Doko's video. If you have seen the video that I put in the links, that he compared. He did an entire stream where he just leaked these images like the blueprints and the jump scare images, where he compared these two animatronics, the Springtrap from FNAF 3 and Springtrap from FNAF 6. Like eventually it's changed. Not eventually, it's changed completely. They look completely different. And as in for the FNAF 3 Springtrap, he has five fingers, five toes, and for the FNAF 6, he has only three toes. And as we know from the Henry's minigame, or I'm not gonna just assume, the Midnight Motorist, we see three kind of a paw with a three toes printed on the back of the house. Could that be a thing? I think so. Because there's a change
Yeah,
completely.
also the fact stands that means the Springtrap in FNAF 6 looks much more damaged than the one in FNAF 3.
Yeah, yeah,
Much
yeah.
more damage means much more mutilated. The face, the portion of the face is falling off. The parts on the body is like heavily damaged, which kind of implies that I think he kind of survived the fire of the Fazbear fight in FNAF 3, and then like he went to hunt. I don't know who is left to be hunt. I think he went
Mhm.
to hunt more children or stuff, or maybe Michael left, and I don't know.
But there's this thing. His face completely changes. Like his face cut is kind of more kind of rounded in FNAF 3, and now it's more like actual Bonnie, like the blue Bonnie shaped. How did the face change? Like completely changed.
I think that the one big change is that in the first part of the means and FNAF 3 Spring Money suit, the lower jaw is kind of intact, but in the FNAF 3 one, I think um, I don't know whether Scott wanted to make a new Spring Money, which is not kind of practical, but
Exactly.
still, I don't think means there can be two Spring Money. I'm not sure.
There was a theory, like now even baby is looking completely creepy, and if you see the kind of a what's this, the Scrap Baby Alley image, you can see a clown right behind her, and I guess there's some more images like the lefty image where you can see the clown and two people behind them. I guess those are the puppets because they look like puppets. I'm not sure. So there was a theory that just like Fazbear's Fright, there was another kind of a freak show, haunted. I don't know what do you call it? Haunted attraction, horror attraction, and they kind of changed the way those animatronics looked and made them more terrifying just to please the environment, and they just escaped from there. I guess that's how it should be, right?
I think it also can be that Scott didn't give much detail to means to pass on the design details from FNAF 5 to FNAF 6. Like he just made some casual changes, which is not to be given much importance like that. Means these are not these subtle changes are nothing that to be given much attention of.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Huh?
yeah, but there is an interesting point about the ending means the ending credits of FNAF 6. There's a mention of the mention of the name of William Afton. Now
Yeah,
the
PJ
question
Haywood.
is, yeah, PJ Haywood. Another question, I think there is one big YouTuber who also wanted to link that who can be the William Afton. But according to my theory, that there are means two prominent voices we hear in FNAF 6. One is the Candy Cadet, and second one obviously stands as a Spring Trap. So if you if you have any voice means any voice files of the FNAF 5 the opening scene, some there is a one guy who is what to say, who is introducing the circus baby
Baby.
animatronics.
Yes, 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 yes. Right. Wait, just a second. I'll put it up.
Just kind of if we kind of compare those two voices.
Which one? The opening scene one and
Yeah,
compare it to what?
opening F5 compared with the Candy Cadet voice.
Ah, yeah. Wait, wait. I'll watch it right now.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state of the art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
Okay, and now the candy cadet. Okay.
Now I will tell you a story. A story about a kind man who would visit 5 orphans and bring them toys and gladness. The man lived alone.
Okay. Right off the back, I think the accent is 99% same. Not completely, but because I don't know, they seem kind of similar, not completely, but yeah, there is some similarity in the accent, kind of an mixed accent. I'm not sure. I cannot judge accent like which one is American and which one is British that easily. I have to kind of deep down in it. So there is kind of similarities between those two voices, the Candy Cadet and the first introduction guy, which is never
But
mentioned.
yeah, if you hear the one on the FNAF 5 introduction, he mentions about William Afton, Mr. Afton.
Yes.
So the guy
There
cannot. I think if he mentions about William Afton, there is a chance that he is not William Afton. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, he's not William Afton at all. The guy who's explaining like she's got a helium tank built inside her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is William Afton, because even Michael Afton is voiced by PJ Hayward. So William Afton and Michael Afton, they both have the same voice actors. Wait, let me just check the FNAF 5. What do you call it? Credits. Okay, here are the miscellaneous, and let's pull the FNAF 6 credits.
PJ Haywood is there. PJ Haywood is there, but
Yeah, PJ Haywood and other four. Not sure. Uh, let's just check. Wait, FNAF 6 credits. Okay, so PJ Haywood, William Afton, there, and oh no, that's it. That's it. They just credited Baby, Afton, Freddy unit, the tutorial unit, and the cassette man. That is most probably Henry. So they haven't credited the guy who played as Candy Cadet, or is that actually a computerized voice?
I don't think it's a computer. Yeah, it can be a computerized, but the fact remains that why means how does Communicated know all this? Does know all this history? Is it just a coincidence that it is a kind of supernatural kind of thingy that I don't know means kind of some strange means how can just artificial artificial what can is a artificial machine just have so much theories and so much depth about all the history and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, why would anybody, kind of feed him with information or stories that would just scare the shit out of the kids? Like, the kids are there for candy and not for five dead kittens or five dead kids. They're not there for that. And I don't think somebody put it in Candy Cadet, like programmed it to say stuff. But I guess Candy Cadet, he's saying stuff just because he want to, like on his own way, like on his own.
Yes. Also, if we hear the stories, all the three stories, it's kind of ending at the means the death of the five elements. Whether they can be children, there are kittens, and the last one is one I forgot.
Yeah,
There is a
the first one was kind of the five dead children. Like,
yeah,
a woman had five keys, but she turned the five keys into one, and कुछ नहीं हुआ उसका. And the next thing was five kittens, and the third was, I guess, a man who adopted five kids who got killed by the burglar. Like, there's another thing. Scott includes a lot of fives in his game, a lot of them, because even in the sister location, garbled voice of Ballora in Night 2. Uh, I don't know what the words are. Argumentative, passive, heights, elevation, and some other words. So there are actual five words, and I don't know what happens if you put those words together. Let me just search for FNAF 5 garbled audio. Wait, this is something else. Yeah, those five words just are literally stupid. They just don't mean anything. Let me just search those words. Argumentative, elevation. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, elevation, passive, heights. And what was the last word?
mm,
standards. Okay.
I think one big mystery has not been still unraveled in the FNAF 5 that uh, apart from Elizabeth possessing the baby, like who have possessed the other ones. Like this is one big mystery that still not means no one have given any satisfactory explanation.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
who can be like we don't know if William Afton have any wife or anything. Like he had means actually means what to say means people with means mentality like him. I don't know how can he live a marital life or something, or if even if he leads a marital life and he has his own children, why would he commit means those acts against these little children?
Here's another thing. Uh, I don't think we have any single evidence that William Afton has a wife and kids and all. Like this could be a thing, right? Like his I don't know his being alone kind of made him crazy, or his craziness led him to being alone. One thing or the other. There should be one way or the other. Like, I don't think somebody would marry a psychopath murderer. Kids,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's what I exactly think. That means why would any woman? I mean, means coming to a social perspective, how would you get any wife and lead a means a stable family life? There is a question also.
yeah, yeah, that was true. And in the books, at least, we get the proof that Henry has a daughter, and after FNAF 6, it is confirmed that Henry's daughter is Charlie. But the only difference was in the books, she survived for a longer time, while in the game, she died almost when she was 5, or I guess 6, 7. So that's the only difference. But we don't have any proof at all, even in the books or even in the uh, game. Like he has kids, but I guess adoption was the only way he got Michael. Not sure, because we know Michael Afton is William Afton's son. The way he says, "Father, it's me, Michael." He might be adopted. Not sure.
Actually, there is a pretty interesting theory about from one YouTuber. I forgot his name. He stated about that the theory of jealousy and stuff. Like since William was lonely and he had kind of like some twisted mentality, he wanted to create means artificial family and stuff like he wanted to he created the funtime animatronics just to create this family, and he wanted to the actually the concept of soul capturing is coming in to this point. There are many YouTubers who have stated about this, like the concept of capturing souls and the demonology and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that completely makes a valid point. Like jealousy could be the factor, because Henry has a daughter and possibly a son. If Sammy is still alive or maybe dead, I don't know. But I guess jealousy kind of made William Afton kill the Henry's kids first, and then he went for killing Henry, and just to replacement of a family, he created those funtime animatronics. Just because there is no reason that William would create Ballora. Like why would he create a Ballora? Why would he create almost 7 foot tall, a 7 feet tall, I'm not sure, 7 feet tall, 7 foot tall, a dancing ballerina who has no eyes, who cannot see anything, but she's just dancing all day. It's kind of entertaining, but considering she has more humanoid nature, William intended her to be more like human, because Sister Location was the only game, the first and only game where we see animatronics based after humans, not after actual animals, like we saw in the first four games. But in the fifth game, we see animatronics who are actually based on uh, actual people. Like even MatPat once said that she could be his wife, replacing his wife. According to the song, she sings like why you're hiding in your walls when there's music in my hall, something like that. So intending she is his wife, and she is trying to tell him just stop with your murders, and I don't know, just get on with life, get a good life, something like that. And Elizabeth, like baby, is might be his daughter. I'm not sure, but MatPat said so, and I think whatever MatPat says is most likely to be correct, because almost two of his theories were kind of confirmed by Scott to be almost accurate. The first was the FNAF 2 theory that there's not just one location, there were actually three locations completely scattered around the exact same town. And the another thing was when when not Scott, sorry, MatPat was streaming on YouTube. I guess he was doing a complete grouped debate kind of thing with Taco, 8-Bit Ryan, and what was the other game? Um, Razbowski and other two people. He was talking about in FNAF 4 you hear FNAF 1 night 2 or night 3 phone call completely reversed and garbled, and we also have Scott's pictures, like family pictures, hung on the wall right outside the door in the hallway. And as we know, Phone Guy is voiced by Scott Cawthon. It was confirmed by him that he himself voiced the phone guy, as he had no voice actors in the beginning of the game. He himself voiced the phone guy. So Matt's theory was, why would he put his own pictures in a house which has nothing to do with him? So his theory was, you hear phone guy's recordings reversed and garbled, and you see Scott Cawthon, who actually voiced phone guy. So his theory was the house that we play in FNAF 4 could be phone guy's house, could not be also, but it kind of it kind of makes sense that these things fit together. Like Scott, sorry, oh shit, sorry, Scott voicing the phone guy and you hearing the phone guy voice calls from the first game, but actually the first game takes place in the future. And how could you hear those voices, even if it's a dream? That this is something serious deja vu shit, that you see something in the dreams and then it actually happens literally 10 years later. So what do you think on that?
There can be like some aspects that which are means pretty kind of paranormal aspects which are not perceived by normal senses. Means there can be some elements which are there, but also with the means the fact that souls are possessing animatronics is just kind of totally paranormal concept which we all can perceive. But still there are like many elements of realism should occur in a game, just means apart from the one the soul possessing animatronics. But yeah, but the fact of the means just as I have mentioned in I was discussing in the Discord that means how many people do you think can be involved in these murders?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like means I don't feel like the I don't even know that if the purple guy is the murderer, is the lone murderer. Because I feel that can be some other guy also. Means there can be some involvement of some other which is still not mentioned in. Yeah, and on this point, I would like to mention like about the theory of tricycle, the
What
YouTuber.
theory of?
Yeah, tricycle.
Okay, tricycle, yeah, right, right.
His I told you about the his last theory means
Hmm.
FNAF theory that he mentioned about that the means Scott hasn't still revealed means even 50% of his total lore.
Entire
Means
story.
like yeah, yeah, just see his last theory one.
The story you never knew one, right?
Yeah, the story you never knew. So, and he mentioned about that more than half of the load is still under darkness.
He said it in the end,
Yeah,
right?
like it can be like the last one I think, the most recent one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one.
Yeah. You were
Yeah,
saying
the
something?
fact.
Wait, you cutting.
Mentioned, I don't kind of remember it. Like you can watch the theory do kind of you think, but the fact that he mentioned that means it's a kind of an interesting point to be noted because means there is like most of the aspects of FNAF which is just totally under aspects and it's completely we are guessing on ourselves because Scott haven't even mentioned just a single point that can we can put any light upon. But still, like we don't know the identity of Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy has to have some means
Connection,
very
yeah.
serious connection to the lore. Means we don't have any means no one, no YouTuber means no streamer have found the means what is the connection of Balloon Boy with the FNAF lore. This is
Yeah.
also one aspect, and also like, and I also believe that the other animatronics of FNAF 6 which you can purchase, I
Mm-hmm.
think I think we can see nearly all of those animatronics at the most cheapest ones. I think we can see at the ending scene of FNAF 4. I think
Yeah,
those
all those kids are wearing those masks, different masks
yeah
that
yeah
we
yeah
animatronics we
that
see in the
yeah that
game.
the one wearing hippo, the one wearing crocodile. I think we can also see in the birthday party at the end of
Yeah.
FNAF 3. I think
Three,
yeah
yes.
FNAF 3 ending. Like they were there. Means does it imply that those there were more than 5 children that were killed?
Yeah, because those kids that were wearing masks, they were also kind of portrayed in a shadowy type figure like black and gray. So it could have been possible that a lot of kids have been killed and they have still not, kind of got peace. And I guess Scott might build that as a base to the next game, probably. Not sure though. That could be a thing.
And also the fact that I'm telling that Balloon Boy have a very serious connection to the Lord. If you watch the one mini game series, means if you watch the total mini, I think it's in FNAF 2. Yeah, FNAF 2. I think FNAF
Yeah.
2 mini game. When you play as the Balloon Boy and pass through some obstacles and stuff, you will see that there are three Balloon Boy like children and stuff. Means in dark contrast with the environment, like they are kind of crying. If you means search the mini game of FNAF 2, there is one mini game like where you play as the Balloon Boy. I don't know where there is BB or JJ. I'm not sure who is it, but if you search it, you can see that he is passing by three children who also have same features of Balloon Boy who are
Huh.
crying.
Like a black and gray kind of. Wait. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah,
Wait. I don't find it here. Oh shit. Wait. Let me just. Oh, I guess it's in the FNAF 3. Wait. FNAF 3.
yeah, yeah. I think I am not not
Yeah, yeah.
remembering which yeah the series.
FNAF is killing us right now. FNAF is killing our memory right
Yeah.
now. Wait. It's this one, right? Wait. Can I get a?
This is the first one, the one on the.
I want a full screen version.
There is
Yeah.
one
You're
version.
talking about these things right
Like,
here. Wait.
yeah, yeah. Just look at this. They are Balloon Boys, but they're crying.
Right. Right. Just like the other crying children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this means when I first saw this, my mind kind of blew up.
Yeah, right,
What's
right.
the implication of this?
Might
Means what do
be.
you think of it?
I guess there were a lot of balloon boys. Oh, right, right. In the Twisted ones, there was one time where Charlie explains like a complete horde of balloon boys started to run at her. So could that be a thing that a lot of balloon boy type looking kids, I'm not sure, died, and still a lot of them have not kind of rested in peace. So they're still wandering out there, and I guess we just see them right here in this image where these three kids, at least we see just three of them.
Yeah,
There
there
might
are
be a
three
lot
kids,
of more.
but what do you think about the big shadow thing? Is it a tree
I
or is it something else?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
I think
I
it's a
don't think it is a
tree.
kind of tree, or it can be a tree.
It looks weird. It doesn't look like a
This
tree
picture
at
has
all.
much more depth than we are thinking. I think
Yeah,
there are three children, three crying, and
three
to the
balloon boys.
yeah, the crying means the
Balloon boys, yeah.
crying or whatever it tell is, although it's shaped like a U, I don't think it has any connection with marionette and stuff.
Uh, okay. Wait. This is the only image. Okay. It looks like a tree. But those gaps in the between, they look like eyes, but they're not. They just see kind of a see-through of the line that is right behind it. So those are not eyes. And the background, most of it is black, so it's kind of hard to figure out what's the exact shape.
What if this is Foxy? I'm not sure, but
Oh,
what if this
Mangle.
is
You
Foxy?
mean Mangle?
Yeah, Mangle. Because you
Oh,
remember that whenever Balloon Boy appears and just stays on it, like either Foxy and Mangle appears. I think the jump scares.
yeah. Because Balloon Boy doesn't let you, use your torch, and
Yeah,
Foxy just jump
and
scares you.
and as far as we know, Mangle is kind of like the mangled up, like distorted and
Yeah,
broken pieces, and it can be the mouth is broken and stuff. I think those two are the eyes, and those upper part are the ears.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah, that could be a thing. It could be Mangle. I don't know. It could be a huge balloon boy who's broken in pieces. I just don't know. Just
that's why I summons. That's why I kind of fully means kind of wholeheartedly agree with the Tricicle theory that a major portion of the load is still under darkness. 'Cause we still don't know who have possessed means a majority of the animatronics and stuff. And
yeah,
also
yeah.
the fact that this balloon boy exists in FNAF 5 location. Is what's the connection with it?
FNAF 5 location? We don't see.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
there is one at the elevator. I think, and not the elevator or something. You can say the balloon boy.
Wait. Sister location. Let me just. FNAF sister location. Uh,
It's not. It doesn't have any connection with means it doesn't appear in game, but it is there. Like
no, I don't see any official images of Balloon Boy. Or do you mean these hanging kind of creatures?
yeah.
Okay, so they have kind of similarity that they look like Balloon Boy. Yeah, right. That is the thing. We do see these two creepy things.
I think Balloon Boy have key to the all key to a major part of the mystery. I think so. Means the balloon boy isn't doesn't seem so innocent. It may be trapped by an innocent soul, but it is a key to major portion of the lore.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right. A lot of people are like kind of focusing on the Nightmare Freddy, the Phantom Freddy, the Golden Freddy, Springtrap, and just think of if Balloon Boy turns out to be the main character, and he's the main reason why everything just started. Possibly,
There's a possibility that balloon boy can be one of the victims, but is it
but he doesn't.
which we didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't fit in like with the other kids that die. He just kind of is unique, completely unique. And we don't see his limbs moving, right? We just see him teleport. Wait, yeah.
There is one picture. Yeah, can you find any similarity between BD Bab and Balloon Boy?
Versus Midibab.
BD
It's
Bab.
uh okay, so here's a recreated one. We don't want that. Huh? They they kind of look close, not that much, but yeah, right. But I'm not sure though. But just the kind of face shape kind of matches. I don't think anything else kind of matters. Guys, welcome to the stream. Tech Racks. Tech Racks? I haven't seen you before. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Yo, Tiny, hey dude. Oh, you're already gone. Okay, never mind. Yeah, continue.
Another fact which kind of implies that they have kind of similar aspect, that we see both BD Bab and Balloon Boy to be mass produced. Means we can see them more than one.
Yeah,
That there are more than one Balloon Boy and more than one BD Web. Means much more than one, but they have aspect of being mass production.
yeah, that's true. Like these are the only two animatronics that are have a mass production, right? That's a valid point.
This also means kind of uh, kind of darkens the mystery around the BD Web stuff. That who can be BD Web?
Uh,
Yeah, just same question. Who are the keyboards?
exactly.
All
Bidibab.
means
We see Bidibab with Baby, right? Like yeah, Baby, carries Bidibab. I don't know. But in game, you only see one, or are there two BD webs like in the first night, or I guess it's the second night where we hide under the desk and the BD web, one of them or at least two, they just bring a sledgehammer, I guess, or just a normal hammer, and they just talk to each other. Not sure if they talk to each other, but they do talk like there's someone hiding inside. Why would single BD web talk to himself? Either they're talking to themselves, talking to the other BD Babs, or Baby.
but the fact is that the presence of the presence of that toy which is on the same design of Balloon Boy in FNAF 5 location
Mhm.
kind of hint that there is kind of what to say, there is kind of connection between loads of FNAF 2 and FNAF 5. Means on the load I mean the animatronics, or maybe the source even.
Yeah, right. MatPat's one video explained that Balloon Boy has kind of a fun time look. Not sure. Then he was created for Circus Baby's Pizza World, like with the other Funtime animatronics, also the Funtime Chica. But as Circus Baby's Pizza World closed down, a lot of those animatronics were exported, and I guess those toy animatronics were also exported, and they were just like, oh, we created new ones for the second location. Could that be a thing that they were created either as a prototype for the Funtime animatronics or with Funtime animatronics, and as the Circus Baby closed, they just exported them out to different locations. Like Funtime Chica went to the Chica's Party World, and we see Balloon Boy go to the FNAF 2 location. Could that be a thing?
It kind of makes sense that maybe Balloon Boy is a kind of early prototype which they think they're gonna implement in future, and but they created BD webs. But since those unfortunate incident of Williams' daughter occurred, they had stopped the production of BD web, but they have passed means the production aspect to means in the form of Balloon Boy again. It can be.
Yeah, might be. That kind of everything and anything in FNAF makes sense, and at the same point is completely senseless. So we cannot say that this could be a thing, and just and the second letter like, oh no, that's wrong. That couldn't be it. But yeah, we there are a lot of theories on Balloon Boy, but he's just kind of unique. He seems to be the actual core key to the main lore. There should be something different.
Yeah, there is a point because at the end of the true ending of FNAF 6, we the cassette man, aka Henry, mentioned about that he mentioned about the monsters in the corridors and the spirits trapped in it. So
Yeah.
if these funtime animatronics, if they are made to kill humans, and if means they're just like some kind of AI which is programmed to kill humans, so what's the case? Means like we know Elizabeth had possessed baby. So what are the other ones? So it kind of implies that each and every of the funtime animatronics have kind of some kind of spirits trapped in them.
Yeah, but Sister Location and FNAF 6 kind of, just draws our attention that these souls are not completely in the possession of the animatronics. Like, still the animatronics talk like they used to talk before they, got possessed. They just walk around, they just be like they were as before. So it kind of makes no sense. Even Doc was like, the animatronic is powerful than the soul, and there is no comparison between a complete AI and a soul. I just think they're not souls. They're just simply AI created by William Afton. That I don't know. I'm just blabbing.
Actually, the game could have been complete like up to FNAF 4, but since FNAF 5 came, the load kind of twisted to like pretty huge extent since the release of FNAF 5.
Yeah.
It was kind of going like not straightforward actually, but still
Mhm.
in a kind of straight path. Still FNAF 3 and FNAF 4, but
Like, yeah,
after
it
FNAF 5,
was really easy to solve the theory, but FNAF 5 and 6 and the books, they just kind of loaded in the confusion to cross 1000%. It just confuse you a lot. Like, you started FNAF kind of when, a few months ago or years ago?
I started FNAF like it's been like 5 months, 4 to 5 months.
Oh, that's pretty recent, and
Yeah,
still you were able to kind of catch up. That's impressive. Because when I started FNAF, I think that was the year when Sister Location was released, 2016, 16, right? Yeah, 2016
yeah,
was the year
16.
Sister Location was released, and There was a time when I had no idea what FNAF was, and I just kind of my friend brought it to me and like, let's just play. And I played. I was like, oh, this game is insane. I'm gonna watch some more videos on the internet, and then I just somehow got introduced to the lore. And at first, I was like, oh, this sounds pretty promising. Not so much in depth, but since its location, things just went wrong, completely wrong. The way people used to solve those theories back before sister location was so kind of neat and organized. Like right now, people just keep debating about who the orange guy is, keep debating about uh, which year the game takes place, rather than just actually thinking about what the actual story means. Could that be thing? And even there was a thought for one day when I saw the video for the Candy Cadet thing. Like the first story that she used those kind of merged those five keys into one, thinking that it would work, and five things into one. At first, Ennard came to my mind. Like Ennard is almost few animatronics into him, but I don't see five. I just see three of them. So that is Funtime, Foxy, Ballora, and Freddy. And do we consider Bon Bon? I don't think we should.
We can include Bonbon because there is no mention of fun time, like fun time Bonnie. There is no mention of fun time Bonnie, so it can be an avatar of the Bonnie in the form of Bonbon. I
Yeah,
think
it could be a separate animatronic.
because we see Bonbon to get separated from Funtime Freddy, and he can perform on his own.
Like yeah, all those four games, Bonnie was a complete different animatronic, and now he's just kind of a Freddy puppet. Like it didn't seem this game nuts. It's completely nuts. And now the
I think
movie
your
is coming.
live stream gone offline. I think
Yeah.
live stream gone offline.
What? It went offline.
Yeah, it came back again. It kind of went offline for a
Oh,
while.
oh, I thought my OBS just crashed. No.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream anyway. It's past an hour, and
Okay, yeah. Just the point we know, since we are kind of unprofessional and we are kind of novice in this aspect of streaming and stuff. So what the point which we started that about phone guy, I think. Yeah,
yeah.
the fact is that I believe that phone guy can be can have a pretty big impact in the form of the connection of the murder of the children, because there are many things. First, he knows much of the pretty much all of the aspect. Like I believe that he does not admit to the players in the form of night guard, so that people don't directly what to say uh, don't directly have any suspicion towards him. Like this can be an also an aspect, like it is a kind of old what to say old kind of trickery that we seen mystery stories, that the main villain kind of what to say stay with the normals, stay with the surroundings, so that on they are not easily detected. This can be also one aspect, I think.
Yeah, there was one point I even talked to Agrogan in my last stream. Like the phone guy kind of details the stuff about that these animatronics will try to stuff you inside an exoskeleton or stuff an endoskeleton
Yeah,
inside you. How does he know it? Like,
yeah, that's a
has
good
he
question.
seen somebody getting stuffed inside, or has he himself get stuffed or at least stuff? somebody else.
Yeah, and the fact that the ease in which he says all this means he doesn't even. It's not like that he kind of thinks and stuff. The ease which he says means like
Exactly.
it's kind of he knows much more than what we think.
Yeah, yeah. That's very correct. Like he's way too much casual. Like, yeah, they're gonna just kill you. What else? Like it sounds kind of funny at the beginning, but kind of looking at the point of view of a lore keeper kind of thing. But this sounds completely weird. That a guard kind of, what do you call it? A security guard that is helping another security guard. It's most promising that they won't tell that you are gonna get killed, but he just
Yeah,
open-mindedly like, oh, you're gonna get killed. Deal with it.
yeah. The first thing means the first point which struck on my mind when I kind of suspected that the phone guy can be a part of the murder is the fact that Henry states about that his daughter has been shut out. And if you know what is the meaning of shut out, means someone denies anyone entry from inside. So who can be inside? It cannot be that William is outside and inside at the same time. So there can be that there is someone inside the pizzeria who
Yeah,
is
that
who doesn't give his daughter the entry. In spite the fact that it is the daughter is the owner of the pizzeria, but still because his father is not around, and since the daughter is too young to means to argue with this stuff, it can be that she was not there, she was not admitted, she was not given access to the pizzeria because he knew that she was gonna get murdered, and he was kind of helping the motive of William.
yeah, that point kind of makes sense. Like she was forcefully not let in the pizzeria because it makes sense. Like purple guy alone cannot lure a girl out without anybody noticing. And as we know, we have Henry has created security puppet just to make sure that the girl with the green wristband, that is his daughter himself, herself, Charlie, she doesn't get out of this restaurant. And the way security puppet is put in is like, why would uh, a guy, the owner would require a puppet, kind of a security puppet for his daughter if he's around in the restaurant. So this makes kind of a sense like he's not around, and that's the reason security puppet is kind of there to help him out. And he was stuffed. He was there were gifts put on over him, and I don't think kids can do that way much easily. Like stuff the puppet inside a box and they just put two or three more boxes right above him. Like there's a adult job right here doing, kind of helping and letting Charlie get out of the restaurant, or kind of push her out, I don't know, and just close the exit. That could be a thing right there.
Yeah, that's the same reason I believe that means it's not possible for the purple guy alone to means kill these children on his own. Means it can be in the world of means in the world of fantasy, but it doesn't kind of make sense to like he's the only one who is responsible for the murders.
Yeah, it seems like at least a duo job or a group job.
Yeah, I think it's like more than one, and I think the phone guy. It's my inner feeling that phone guy has some connection with it because the fact that he states that the same song in FNAF 1 or FNAF sorry FNAF 1 he knows that the same song is being run for 20 years. Means the way the disgust he expresses when he says that 20 years, I think that he like, it's like the fact that you are yourself means when you are like what to say when you are saying that something that you know from very well means you are from the beginning, and after 20 years you say the same thing. It's like that.
Yeah,
So it can be the fact that he was the first night guard to be appointed. He was the first to be appointed in the when Freddy's family diner was opened in 1973.
yeah, Tyler.
Like he can be the first night guard.
Yeah,
But
but
and also yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and also there can be means by some means he became known to William after, and they kind of made plans about killing children and stuff.
yeah. That there is a possibility it is true. It might be. There's another fact in FNAF 2 where he tells that we need to contact the actual owners, and he says like it's kind of tore tore from his memory. Like he says like, oh, the place is called something like Fredbear's Family Diner, I guess, and the owners, I don't know where they are, but I don't think we can track them down. So he's kind of saying that the owners of Fredbear's Family Diner and the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria are completely different. So if the diner was owned by Henry, then he sold the diner to Fazbear Entertainment, giving them the rights to create the entire franchise, kind of following the legacy of Fredbear's Diner. And the security guard, sorry, the phone guy, he's like he talks like he barely knows what Fredbear's Diner was. His tone, not completely, but kind of gives it away that he has very less idea of what actually happened at the diner, or what diner was. And even he says like we I don't think we can track the actual owners of the diner. So
Yeah, but what if he's kind of pretending that he doesn't know? And there is a and here the aspect of like the mystery aspect comes to life, because mystery aspect comes to play. That whenever you hearing mystery stories, the main villain kind of like they act like they don't know, and they kind of formulate theories which makes you believe that they are like the good persons or they don't know anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That could be a thing. And then in FNAF 1, he just tells like, oh, they've been singing songs from 20 years. Just ignore them. And he could be like, oh, come on, I'm just tired of kind of
Yeah,
telling them the truth, and I'm just gonna just give it away. I'm just here for
uh,
20 years.
the main fact that the disgust which is shown when he told the 20 years, it's like that he had been hearing the song for 20 years also.
Yeah, exactly. That could be the thing. Okay, so I
Because
guess
someone can say that it's been running for 20 years, so like it's kind of thing, but the way the disgust is shown, like it
yeah.
kind of imply that he also been means he was also part of the party that also heard the song for 20 years.
Yeah, makes sense completely. Yeah, phone guy is kind of connected from the deep down, like completely underground shit. Like he has a bigger job, a bigger role in this complete lore than we actually think he has. But it just kind of remains to the point. Like we have to wait for Scott to do something, kind of release another game, um, to just make sure we are going on the right track. And after FNAF 5, I completely think that we have completely lost the track. At till FNAF 4, it was completely good. But then FNAF 5 and 6 came, and they just started creating confusions, creating thousands of paths, and we have no idea which path to choose. But yeah, that is true. Phone guy has something connected with the business, with the lore, or even with the killer that could
Also,
lead to everything.
and also the fact that the phone guy is killed on the fourth night of FNAF 1.
Yeah,
Like how was he alive from like if the animatronics know that he is also part of that means the killer party, why has he been alive for so long in FNAF 2 and stuff. and also the fact that why will he remain at the means at the pizzeria to be attacked if he knows that the animatronics are like attacking stuff and stuff. So why will he stay at the animatronics? I believe that the animatronic were there were some other animatronics also which have like free roaming capability that they can. There were some other animatronics that were also roaming around the streets. I think just and in FNAF 1
Yeah,
at the Fortnite. I think it can. It is not. I think Golden Freddy has capability of means being outside and inside of the means pizzeria. I think he has a power of means roaming around the streets and means kind of paranormal aspect of the story.
yeah, yeah. Could be it. Not completely sure. Okay, so but I guess I we have enough time. I guess that's it. I might end the stream right now. But are you
Yeah,
free tomorrow or kind of next week? We can continue this. I wanted to do a complete video series, not a stream, because at stream it's just kind of not completely scripted, and if you have a script, it's good. So if you're available, kind of this weekend or next week, we can work on a video series that just can be easier to do rather than the streams.
yeah, okay, sure. I will try to kind of make a. Yeah, you're right that about we should create a script and do in a kind of professional way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let
Okay,
me.
catch you next time.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of very it's kind of seem good that someone from India and I think I was the kind of lone one who is formulating theories and stuff.
Same.
It kind of feels good
Exactly.
that the
Exactly
Indian
same.
players.
Like I was like, my friends are like, dude, why you playing this stupid game? I'm like, I like the game. I like the story. It's very interesting. And there you go. I finally found a person who is from India and who likes Five Nights at Freddy's. It's finally good to meet someone kind of in the same community and in the same country. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
I think that there is a potential of the game's ability to grow, but the fact that these populist, the so-called CS:GO and populist games and this so on, they're all they're
Okay.
stuck in their
Yeah.
head that
They're taking the spotlight, stealing
they
the
don't want
spotlight.
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
yeah.
yeah, so maybe next day.
Yeah. No problem. We can still work on theories. You can keep texting me on the Discord so I can make those points in the written
Yeah, yeah,
format
yeah,
so I can create a script completely.
yeah, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for joining, dude.
what is this name thing?
Uh, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Financial Freddy's content or any indie horror games content that are most likely underrated, just like Financial Freddy's is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. I will see you tomorrow with another. I don't know. I might play Simulcara. Not sure. I'll let you know. Okay. Bye.